Today, only a few days ago, I was reading that the Finnish school education system or the Finnish system is far better than a number of other countries in the West. There's a competition going on. And what is that? The system of education is the ability to communicate to a person, a child or somebody from the youth, to be able to communicate to the person, and the person is able to register, record, analyze, not by rote learning. Rote learning, to I think the parrots can do rote learning for a few sentences at least. The ability to remember things by some logical reasoning is what is much more important. My grandson doing some O levels, etc. He was telling me that Dada, इतने आसान है, मैथ्स कितनी आसान है, बाकी चीज़ें क्यों इतनी मुश्किल है? And the fact that I was telling him that history में you have to do, so remember things. History, there is no reasoning in history. In fact, he has to, history, geography, there are so many sciences which he has to learn. But with interest, if he learns that, he will remember the images, for example, of the continents. For example, if he can turn pages somehow. I've seen children as small as 9 months old or a year old or even 1.5 years. Parents give them some tablets, not the tablets to eat, but the tablets to play with, and they're able to move around that. So that means the systems are coming in the world where the imparting of education becomes easier and easier. Why can't we do that? And I'm very happy because I have followed this issue for a long time. I've followed it for more than 10 years really, when I was impressed by the fact that the Imran Khan Academy, not our Prime Minister Imran Khan, but the Imran Khan Academy in the US, where this gentleman, Khan Academy in the US, where this gentleman started teaching his nephews. He was in Boston, and from Boston, his nephews were in California, and he started doing some, making YouTube programs of 10 minutes and 8 minutes for his nephews, and he realized that he was into an idea which is remarkable. So, in fact, my son went there. My son was speaking in the TED program somewhere in California, and I asked him to meet Khan and talk to him about what is possible now. In 2006, I raised the issue of open source learning in, I think in Beijing or in Shanghai, and I communicated in dentistry the need for open source, that knowledge has been copyrighted and it makes it impossible. I frequently tell people that if knowledge is accessed easier, the world will progress much faster. And my example to those people in Beijing, because I was the president of the Asia Pacific Dental Federation, and I told them that the university I graduated from in 1975 was the University of Michigan. I did my first master's there then, and there's no school still in Pakistan today which matches the resources and the ability and the teaching style of University of Michigan in 1975. So I was talking about the fact that open source, there should be an open source. MIT cooperated, Tufts cooperated in the dental field. They cooperated and they opened up their programs. And I insisted in Asia Pacific Dental Federation and the World Dental Federation that everybody who comes and speaks in our conferences, because we pay them, they cannot have copyright on their lectures. But the idea was talking about the fact that there was a possibility in 2006 for online courses to be seen by people everywhere. That is what I went to Mushtaq Saab. I went to your institution about 6 years ago, and I asked them about. Now, what impressed me was the fact in primary learning, and let me talk to Imran Saeed Saab and Naveed Sherwani Saab. There was an Akash computer developed in Canada, right? This was maybe 7-8 years ago. That computer was costing